I've got an incredible DJ equipment package that's ready to handle music in an all-new way, coming right up. Kyle here for iDJnow. This package is all you need, aside from music, to get started mixing and even performing live. It's never been easier to transport, set up, and run a sound system like this one. We've got a Cortex DMix 300 media player, a pair of super sounding speakers, an amplifier to kick the sound, and all the connecting cables that you're going to need. First, let's start with the speakers and the amplifier. These speakers can handle small to medium-sized rooms with about 75 people in it. They're lightweight, yet powerful enough to handle 225 watts. Next, the amplifier. The amplifier is a powerful, compact, and lightweight piece of equipment. This provides the power to the speakers. It's also easy to transport. And of course, the brain of our system, the DMix 300 by Cortex. We've got a product specialist here today from Cortex who's going to go over a couple of the features and great benefits you're going to get from the DMix 300. Welcome, Jason.
Thanks for having me, Kyle.
All right. Now, Jason, this is a really incredible unit, and everyone we've spoken to thinks it's really great. Can you go over a couple of the features that make it so wonderful?
Sure. The Cortex DMix 300, it's an all-in-one media player with 2 decks built in and a built-in 2-channel mixer. And what you're able to do is take a hard drive, whether it's an external hard drive, flash drives, or an Apple iPod, and play 2 songs from the same device at the same time. So that's giving you the ability to use like you would with 2 CDs or in the past 2 turntables, but all on one mass storage device.
So from one iPod that I use every day to walking around town, I can play 2 tracks off of that at the same time?
Yep, what you can do is you plug it right in, you load up one song on one side, and on the screen it looks just like how the iPod, where you can search by artist, title, album, genre, and you load up the song on one side, and while that's playing, in your headphones you can load up a second song and have that prepared to play once the first song is done.
So when I'm ready to play the next song, how would I go from one song to the next?
While that song is playing, just put up your 2 channels, cue up your next song, and slide the crossfader over, and your audio will come up on both sides.
So what you're saying is that from the same iPod, all you need to do is move this fader right here back and forth to go from one track to the other on the same iPod.
That's correct, Kyle. All you need is to have both master volumes up on your channels and slide the crossfader from deck A to deck B.
That's incredible. It's easy. Anybody can do it.
Okay, on the back of the Cortex DMix 300, we have our output section. We have 3 RCA outputs. One is the master output that would go to your main sound system. The second is your booth output that can go to an auxiliary sound system or a monitor in a DJ booth. And then you have a record output that can go to a tape deck or a CD burner to record your set while you're playing. Next, we have our USB inputs and outputs. Again, that could be used to connect an external hard drive or a flash drive. You can also use it to connect a keyboard, any standard USB keyboard. It doesn't come included with it, but you can use the one that you might already have on your desktop at home. And what that allows you to do is type in a word, a phrase, an artist, an album, a genre, and it will jump directly to that. So if you have 100,000 songs and you're looking for a specific Elvis Presley song, you can just type in Hound Dog and it'll go right to it. Here you have the connector to go to your computer, and what that allows you to do is access the iPod so you can transfer your songs back and forth to your iPod like an iPod dock. Our last section here is our analog input section, and what that is, it's allowing you to plug in 2 external analog players, whether it be a CD player, a tape deck, or even a turntable. And as you can see here, you have a switch to switch from line and phono. You also have a ground connector so that you can ground your turntables, and you have a secondary microphone 1/4-inch input.
So I have my iPod, and then I get the DMix 300. How quickly can I start from there to being a DJ?
Okay, once we have our device connected to the DMix, whether it's through the dock or through the external USB input on the rear of it, on the screen you'll see all the devices connected, and you can select which device you want by pressing enter. From that point, it brings you right to your search screen, which allows you to search by song, artist, genre, album, BPM, and string. Since you have so many different search items and you have the ability to read from your folder on your hard drive, you can have it shuffle through different variations inside the player. For instance, if you had a cocktail hour and you had a folder set up on your drive labeled cocktail hour with 100 songs, you can select that first song on one deck, hit shuffle, and it will randomly pick different songs within that folder to constantly play back. So you don't have to always load up a song. It will just play on its own. And that's perfect for reception at a wedding, cocktail hour, a backyard party, or just having music playing in your house if you wanted to.
That's great. So like like even dinner time during a party, you can set it and I don't have to worry about going back and forth with the crossfader. It will go on its own.
That's right. When it shuffles on one side. So you don't have to worry if your channel's up on side B and if your crossfader's set. As long as it's playing the music, it will constantly shuffle within that side. And the great part about that is you can set up another playlist on the other side to shuffle through. So once your cocktail hours is done and you want a different genre of music, you can have it ready to go. Slide your crossfader over and hit play and we'll shuffle on that side.
So Jason, we went over all the basic features, how to set up the DMix 300 from the iPod to getting it started and hooking up. But as a working DJ, how will this help me perform? Or what advanced features do we have here? Scratch.
One of the ways to get into Scratch is by your Jog Mode. Your Jog Mode gives you 3 functions: to fast forward or rewind through the song, to pitch bend, kind of like a record where you can nudge it forward and backwards, and then scratch. Once that Jog Mode is engaged, you can use the wheel to scratch like a vinyl DJ.
So I can scratch my MP3s.
Yep.
That's very cool.
It's really cool. One of the other cool features is the loop function. That gives you the ability to select an in point and an out point on the song and have it constantly play back in a loop. And how you would do that is by using the navigation button and the info button. When you select the info button while the song is playing, it will say loop mode engaged. When you hit enter, it will open the loop. Enter will close the loop, and then your arrows will bring you out of the loop and back into it if you wanted to. That's good for being able to talk over an instrumental on a song if you don't have much time and you don't want the words of the song to come in, or if you're a remix DJ where you like beat matching and blending, that's a great tool to use the loop for.
Now, when you're mixing songs, you need to speed up songs and slow them down in order to blend them. Can you do that on here using the iPod?
Once you have your song playing and you want to catch up to the tempo of the other song that's playing, you can use the pitch control and you can speed the song up or slow it down.
In all, iDJnow's compact DJ Pack MKII is an incredible way to start mixing your music today. At iDJnow, we make it easy for you to purchase your gear right now. Either order from our website, call our product specialists, or visit our New York showrooms.